Hey, what up? This is Trey back again for another Attack on Titan review. Episode 25 right here. The Raid of Stohis, Shingeki no Kyojin season finale. So first off, let me say this first season was amazing, really epic. Round of applause to Attack on Titan. They have done something amazing here, and hopefully we get more footage and more stuff in the future. I actually don't know anything about season 2 or when it's going to be released or anything about that. So if anyone knows anything about season 2 or can provide a good source link, please go ahead and put it in the description below. But back to the actual episode review. We get a glimpse at what church life is like in the Attack on Titan universe for about 5 seconds before it's crushed to dust, and we got people getting vaporized by debris and stuff, and everything is just going to hell. And actually, the ironic part is they was praying for protection from the Titans, and they get killed by Titans. I guess they should have prayed a little harder, or who the heck were they praying to? One of those questions should come up. Titan Tag. It's a very dangerous game. Not everybody can participate. And actually, if you see it happening, you should get as far away as possible. Okay, we got people just getting stepped on, getting ran on, buildings just falling sideways. Annie is running down the streets of Stohis, and Erin is on that ass. He is trying to break her down, and I can't blame him. She has done too much to go back. She is killed. She is still. She is destroyed. She is deceived. She needs to be stopped. And who's not going to stop her? The military police. Yeah, they're still over there questioning my boy Erin about his activities. And they just don't understand the gravity of the situation, man. I mean, this dude is actually threatening to kill Erin right now on the spot. And then Erin just has to let him know, hey, if you take me down, this is all your responsibility because you are second in command. Are you ready for that? And the dude had to think twice. He's like, you know what? On second thought, I'm gonna have you await trial. Smart man. You don't want to be known for killing the savior of the city, you moron. But back to the actual showdown. After the game of tag is over with, at least for right now, placed on pause, Annie actually starts putting up her hands and she's ready to actually fight Erin head on. And she does her techniques, hardening her skin, actually cutting off the man's leg with a sharp kick and elbow him in the face and just crushing him down, tearing off his scalp. Crazy stuff. Mashed him in the buildings. Annie is just too much for regular Erin Titan. I say regular Erin Titan because we all know what happens next. Man, he turns into something else. And meanwhile, while this is happening, Annie is going through flashback mode, and we got to see a glimpse of her and her father relationship a little bit, which I was very happy to see because we don't know much about Annie. And I want to know more about her. And even after this episode is said and done, we really don't learn nothing new about Annie, which that's probably the only thing I didn't like about the episode. Everything else was freaking fantastic. But I really want to know more about her motivations and how she actually came into these Titan powers and, well, a lot more stuff about her. And basically, we get to see that she also, I'm assuming that her father is probably dead because when she had memories of him, she's actually lost control. And this is the first time we see Annie lose control. She's usually the one that's calm and collective and handling her business, but she actually starts to rage a little bit like Erin. And that's when she actually puts the finishing blow on regular Erin Titan. But then, oh wait, comes Erin Titan 2.0. He's bigger, he's madder, and he don't give a fuck who he hurt on his hell-bent path of destruction. This man is just going crazy. He's lost all senses. At first, we had to see Erin having some thoughts in his head for him, because he's the thoughts, knowing who people are and stuff like that. Hey, you're Annie. I know what you're about. Yeah, but right now, he ain't using that brain at all. It's all instinct. It's all rage. And we get to see some yellow glowing lines surge all through his body. And his skin actually turns a little darker. So he actually looks like a demon right now. I'm looking at this guy like, this is our protagonist? How can this be our protagonist? He just looked like a demon. And he's just running at Annie, trying to get at her no matter what. He's ready for blood, and he is not stopping. This man is missing limbs, and he is still running. He has no leg, and somehow he is still running. I don't know how this is happening, but he's poking out Annie's eyeballs, and Annie actually gets really scared. She goes in desperation mode and tries to get the hell out of Dodge. trying to jump on the tower. Jump on the wall and escape as fast as she can. Mikasa is not having it, cutting off those fingertips. And Mikasa, I was so happy just to see her right there. I was like, yes, Mikasa. She's about to end this, man, because we can't have this continuing on. And this marks the end of the Annie Titan saga, or at least it seems that way. She could possibly re-emerge again and wreak havoc, but I'm getting a little ahead of myself. When Annie gets chopped off the wall, she falls to the ground, and Erin is on her like white on rice. I'm actually scared for Annie at this point in time because it looked like Erin was about to rape her. He was seconds away from devouring Annie, and he snaps to his senses. He sees Annie crying and stuff, and she puts up that protective shell and goes in that cocoon mode. And then the Titans start fusing. I don't know what that was about, but Levi steps in. Really happy to see Levi make an appearance, man. Bum leg and all. Levi is still the shit, in case y'all didn't know. And save Erin's life. So Erin is safe, and the Survey Corps is up for review. They are being investigated now, and they are all being interrogated. And we got the higher-ups over here questioning Erwin, and Erwin basically tells him, we learned so much stuff by doing this. Yes, some people got hurt. Yes, some people got killed, but we end up stopping a potential greater threat. Having a Titan emerge inside the walls and destroying it from the inside out, would it be even worse than just sitting on this? What would they have them do? Know who it is and just don't tell nobody and just let her go about her business? I don't think so, man. Now maybe they could have killed her in her sleep. Yeah, they could have probably did something when she was asleep and then came in there and went, I got you now. But, that would have been very anticlimactic and pretty snore fest right there. And that's not Attack on Titan style. I really enjoyed this season finale. It was great. I got all the action I wanted to get out of it. Maybe even a little too much Eren Titan action. He was going out of line. He was going a little bit out of line. I'm just glad he didn't kill any civilians on the street, because there's no going back from that, Eren. Before the credits start rolling, we see Jean talking to Armin, and Jean is actually questioning Armin about whether he thinks the saying, to overcome a monster, you must become a monster. Like, is that really okay to do? Even if the war is over, maybe Eren kills everything in his path and we are victorious. Is that really a true victory? What have we lost in ourselves as human beings? What has Eren lost as being this Titan and going through these things that he's going through? Which I think is a pretty interesting way to look at it. But, for the purpose of this show and what kind of threat the Titans pose to them, hey, you gotta do what you gotta do, man. You worry about the consequences later. Act first, think later. Because if you don't, you'll end up like Eren last episode, stuck under a pile of rubble. Alright, so that's everything I had to say about this episode, people. Really enjoyed this. Go ahead and hit the like button on your way out. Subscribe, fave, all that good stuff. And also stay tuned for my next video I'll be putting out there probably within a week. It's going to be about season 2 and what I want to see in season 2, questions I want answered, mysteries I want solved. And that's going to be a pretty interesting debate and discussion. So if you want to join me on that, go ahead and subscribe, because I'll be back within the week to do that.